There's a specific look people give you when they know you won't fight back. It's not hatred. Hatred requires they see you as a threat. It's not even anger. Anger means you matter enough to disrupt their peace. It's indifference. A quiet, subtle contempt. You feel it in your gut when they talk over you and never apologize. When they vanish for days but expect your instant reply. When they treat you as a dumping ground for their chaos, but are never there when you need support. That cold, sinking feeling? It's the realization you've become a background character in your own life. The safe option. The one who waits, hoping that just a little more kindness, a little more understanding, will finally make them see your worth. But it never does. And you know the real reason why? You've convinced yourself your silence is maturity. Your endless forgiveness is a virtue. But the philosophers who understood the darkest corners of human nature, like Machiavelli, would tell you the raw truth. You are not being virtuous. You are being harmless. And in this world, harmless things are not respected. They are consumed. You've spent a lifetime trying to be loved, but as Machiavelli observed, it is much safer to be feared than loved. For love is a bond that men break when it suits them, but fear is the dread of consequence, which never fails. Pause. This isn't about becoming a tyrant or a villain. It's about becoming dangerous. Because until you are capable of walking away, until you are capable of letting people lose you, you have zero negotiating power. If you're tired of being invisible, tired of the quiet contempt, you need to kill the part of you that begs for approval. In this video, we're dismantling the psychological programming that keeps you weak. We're not talking about fluffy self-love. We're using timeless philosophy and psychology to rebuild your spine. There's a switch in the human mind. Flip it, and the disrespect stops. The people who ignored you will start seeking your validation. But to flip it, you must be willing to do the one thing you fear most. Let's begin. Why is gold valuable? Why is a diamond precious? Scarcity. It's the fundamental law of economics and the unspoken law of human relationships. You are treated like nothing because you are free. You are always available. An unlimited resource. You've flooded the market with your presence. When supply exceeds demand, value plummets to zero. You think constant availability builds connection? You think, if I'm always there, they'll see my loyalty. You're wrong. Human nature is wired to chase what retreats. We value what we must work for, what we must earn. By giving your time, energy, and attention away for free, you are teaching people you have no value. You are training them to disrespect you. Machiavelli wrote, "The masses are always impressed by appearances." If you present yourself as someone with nothing better to do than wait, that is exactly how you will be treated. Think of the person you respect most. Are they always on call? Do they agree with everything? No, they have boundaries. A life outside of you. They are scarce. To regain respect, you must create scarcity. You must withdraw. This isn't a game. It's about reclaiming your life. Stop explaining yourself. The next time you're asked to do something you don't want, don't offer a paragraph of excuses. Don't lie. Just say, "No, I can't," or simply, "No." Then, silence. The silence after a no is where your power lives. Most people are terrified of it. They rush to fill it with nervous laughter, justifications, apologies. "I'm so sorry. I just have a lot on my plate." Stop. When you explain, you are submitting. You're asking for permission to have a boundary. You're saying, "Please don't be mad. My reason is valid enough." A sovereign does not explain decrees. An explanation opens the door for negotiation. A simple no is an immovable wall of self-respect. It will feel uncomfortable. Your brain will scream, "They'll hate you. Let them." If their affection depends on your submission, you never had their affection. You had their usage. Understand the Zeigarnik effect applied to presence. The human mind fixates on what it cannot fully grasp. When you're an open book, sharing every thought and feeling, you become a completed task. You've been figured out. They consume you and move on. But when you hold back, when you listen more than you speak, when you disappear to work on yourself without an announcement, you become an incomplete loop. They start to wonder, where are they? What are they working on? Why don't they need my approval? That wonder is the seed of respect. As Carl Jung put it, the world will ask you who you are. If you do not know, the world will tell you. Right now, the world is telling you that you are nothing because you are whispering it to yourself every single day. Your external reality is a mirror of your internal state. You walk into a room with slumped shoulders. You speak softly, afraid to offend. You laugh to ease tension. You are broadcasting a signal. I am prey. Predatory personalities have a sixth sense for this. They don't target the strong. They target the compliant. Here is the hardest truth to swallow. You are complicit. Every time you stayed silent when you should have spoken, you signed a contract. Every time you accepted a hollow apology, you lowered your price. Every time you went back to someone who hurt you, you taught them how to do it again. You teach people how to treat you. If you tolerate disrespect, you authorize it. Machiavelli saw this clearly. Men are so simple that he who deceives will always find those who allow themselves to be deceived. People push until they hit a wall. If you have no walls, they will keep pushing, not necessarily because they are evil, but because power expands to fill empty space. You have been empty space. To change this, you must stop looking at them and start looking at the pacts you made with yourself. Why do you feel guilty for standing up? Who taught you your needs are secondary? This is where we confront the shadow. You've repressed your healthy aggression. You think anger is toxic, so you shove it down. But a person incapable of aggression isn't virtuous. They are simply weak. A rabbit isn't virtuous for not eating the wolf. It can't. True respect comes when you are capable of being dangerous, but you choose to be kind. You must have a sword and keep it sheathed. If you have no sword, your kindness isn't a gift. It's a survival strategy. You're nice because you're terrified of the consequences of not being nice. And people smell that fear. Respect is born from the realization that you could walk away forever, that you could end the dynamic, but you choose not to. If you cannot destroy, you cannot protect. How do you stop broadcasting victim and start broadcasting sovereign? It starts with the body. Stop rushing. Insecure people rush. They act as if they're stealing time. Move with deliberation. Speak with pauses. Let your words land. When you take 3 seconds to think before answering, you are evaluating. The person evaluating holds the power. Change the dynamic. When someone interrupts you, don't stop. Keep speaking at the same volume or go completely silent. Look them in the eyes for 3 uncomfortable seconds and say, I wasn't finished. Do not smile. Smiles in that moment are for submission. This is the unreactive gaze. It says, I see what you're doing and it does not move me. The moment you hold the tension instead of diffusing it, the dynamic flips. They feel a spike of anxiety. In that anxiety, respect is born. We are done with diagnosis. The sickness is your need to be liked. The cure is in these non-negotiable laws of social physics. The power of the void. Become comfortable with silence. Let pauses hang. The person comfortable with the void holds the power. Never bleed in public. Vulnerability is a weapon in the wrong hands. Process your wounds in private or with proven allies. To the world, be unbothered. The walk-away leverage. In any dynamic, the person who needs it least wins. Build a life you enjoy alone. Your ability to walk away is your ultimate power. Kill Jade. Justify, argue, defend, explain. These are the behaviors of a subordinate. Your no needs no footnote. Judge by actions, never words. Turn off the sound of promises. Watch the movie of their behavior. Believe what you see, not what you hope for. The final law, the sovereign mind. No one is coming to save you or crown you. You must crown yourself. You are the supreme authority in your own reality. There is a price for this, and the price is solitude. When you apply these laws, your circle will shrink. The people who liked you because you were easy to use will say you've changed. They will leave. Let them. This solitude is not punishment. It is preparation. It is the laboratory where you finally hear your own voice and become the architect of your own life. So here is the final binary choice. There is no middle ground. Option A, go back to sleep. Apologize. Explain. Beg for scraps. Stay nice. Stay harmless. Stay forgotten. Die with a heart full of quiet resentment. Option B, wake up. Integrate your strength. Learn to say no without a smile. Become comfortable in the silence. Build your walls. Respect yourself first, and force the world to adjust to your standard. The world doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. Be something undeniable. Most people will hear this and return to their comfortable cage. But you're still listening. That means something in you is ready. If this resonated, understand, this is only the surface. There are deeper truths about power dynamics, the architecture of the self, and advanced psychological strategy that the public platform cannot hold. The uncensored blueprints, the members-only deep dives that come every week, those exist behind the join button. Most won't click it. Most are content as prey. That's the point. But if you're ready to stop being an initiate and start becoming the architect, I'll see you inside. Respect yourself first, or no one else will.